Dakota Access Pipeline. I'll give you a quick lesson on the Dakota Access Pipeline. Here we go. All right, let's start out with a brief timeline. The pipeline started in December of 2014, at least in the initial stages. So we're taking from December 2014 through July 2016. All right, Dallas-based Energy applies for the 1,200-mile pipeline. So basically, the pipeline is supposed to go. I know my drawings are terrible. It's supposed to go through somewhere around here. This is Bismarck. This goes around here. It's supposed to go all the way through the states, all the way to about Illinois, somewhere around down here. So it's pretty long. The problem was the route was going to go close to the border of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribes Reservation. So I'm going to draw another one. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. So here's the state. Right here's Bismarck. So here are some of the highways that go through it. The Sioux Reservation is somewhere down here. So the pipeline would really kind of just miss it by that much. So Iowa approves the pipeline by March of 2016. In response to this, the camp starts forming at Cannonball. The Army Corps of Engineers does grant the permit for Dallas Energy by July of 2016. So. Standing Rock Sioux, they take it to court. That's supposed to be a gavel. Okay, so moving on. All right, August through December 2016. So now we're back to 2016. All right, first arrests are made. 600 of them in total. Some of them include Shailene Woodley and Jill Stein. Jill Stein was running for president at that time. Okay, I can't write it. Shailene Woodley, if you don't know her, she's an actor. She's famous as being the main character for the Divergent series movies. The district judge denies the stoppage of the pipeline. So, District Judge James Boasberg denies intent by the Standing Rock Sioux to halt pipeline construction. The same day, the Army and the Department of Justice and the Interior declare that the construction bordering under Lake Hawaii won't go forward pending further review. So now we've kind of stopped, we've halted it just a little bit. So at this point, it's stopped. Trying to write a big red sign on this. Basically stoppage. All right, this is when things kind of get a little out of hand. Authorities started using tear gas, rubber bullets, and water cannons because protesters were occupying the roads. They were laying on them. They would try and get past fences and trespass onto company property. Assistant Army Secretary for Civil Works, Joe Ellen Darcy, wants pipeline rerouted. Unfortunately, it's too late to do that. They've already dug underneath the ground. They've already put pipes down. So at this time, it is impossible. Like, trying to draw this, like Mission Impossible. Trying to draw a fuse. Obama does very little to do anything to either side. He just wants it to go away because he's out of office. He's gone in a few months. So moving on to January through February 2017, the Army Corps launches a full environmental study. Now, this should still be going on today because it was supposed to take at least 2 years to at least give definitive evidence to satisfy both parties. But along comes President Trump, and he signs the executive order to complete the pipeline. This is what, because of the executive order, now the pipeline is fully completed in North Dakota and is now making its way down across the country. Tribes once again challenge the decision in court. They lose again. No, says the judge. No. So, by February 22nd of 2017, the state has given official orders for the protesters to leave by 2 p.m. due to flood threats. We've seen floods before. We know what happens during the spring, especially during huge snow seasons. Not very good. So what happened, the protesters kind of refused to leave. They didn't want to go, so they ended up burning their own camp. And many more arrests were made. Okay, so I'm going to hand it off over to the person standing next to the actual me. And he's going to show this video and talk about the picture. But keep in mind, I want you to understand, or at least look for things like bias in the video and the photo. I want you to look for evidence, anecdotes, and the possibility of maybe contacting the other side of the argument. All right, there are two sides to every argument. So, does this video and photo, keep in mind, do they show different perspectives? Are there two sides to every story? What about local opinion? We always see the national news coming in, but what about the local news? Right? Are there events that the media does not want to cover? Examples, opposite opinions, right? Opposing opinions. And keep in mind, what kind of impact do they have on local populace? So after we go through the video and the photo, I want you to just think about those things. So I'll hand it over to myself right now.